Why the Rookie Season 8 is filming in Europe when Mid-Wilshire Police Station is in LA. Why is The Rookie, a show about LAPD cops chasing criminals in Los Angeles, suddenly filming in Europe? Why is John Nolan no longer in LA, but in Prague? Why is the Mid-Wilshire team, who legally can't operate outside their jurisdiction, now seen in the ancient cobblestone alleys of the Czech Republic? What's happening behind the scenes that no one's officially explaining? And what secret mission has forced the LAPD's most loyal team to go global? Hold your breath, because this isn't just a location change. This isn't just about a scenic backdrop or a budget decision. This is a major shift that hints at a storyline so dangerous, so far-reaching, it could tear apart everything the Rookie has built in the last 7 seasons. Because when cops leave their city, cross international borders, and enter zones of political secrecy, something bigger is at play, something we weren't meant to see. Let's be real. The LAPD doesn't operate overseas. That's the FBI's territory. CIA, Interpol, not the Mid-Wilshire Division. So why did Jenna Dewan, Bailey Nune herself, post behind-the-scenes footage from Prague? Why are actors like Nathan Fillion, Bridget Regan, and Dewan filming together in a European capital? It doesn't add up, and that's exactly the point. There's something they're not telling us. And fans, the loyal, hardcore Rookie fans, have picked up on the clues, because something strange happened at the end of Season 7. Let's rewind. Oscar Hutchinson, one of the series' most elusive, chaotic threats, escapes. Not in a car, not by disappearing in LA's dark alleys, but by helicopter. Gone. Airlifted out of California. And from that moment, silence. No teaser, no clear direction, just one sudden announcement. The Rookie Season 8 is now filming in Europe, but here's the twist. No one officially explained why. ABC didn't announce it, the showrunners didn't confirm any European plot, just some cryptic photos, cobblestones, arched bridges, Gothic towers, and Jenna Dewan's smiling face. You see, it's not just a change of location, it's a message, one carefully crafted and strategically leaked, which means this season isn't just about LA crime anymore, it's about a global threat, something so big that it's forced Nolan and his crew into international territory. An undercover mission? A federal manhunt? Or is it something even deeper, something tied to Monica Stevens, immunity deals, and a secret pact that breaks the law? But before we dig deeper, make no mistake, this season is the most ambitious one yet, and if you're still here, you need to subscribe, because this is only the beginning of a 3-part deep dive into Season 8's twisted secrets, and trust me, you do not want to miss what comes next. So hit subscribe now, and let's keep uncovering what they don't want us to know. Here's what they won't say outright. The Rookie Season 8 is about exposure. Exposure of corruption, exposure of immunity deals with criminals, and exposure of the fact that sometimes, even the LAPD has to break its own rules to clean up its mess. Monica Stevens, a manipulative defense attorney who's walked free too many times, was offered a deal. We saw it in Season 7. A deal that went too far. She's not just helping the police now, she's becoming part of their team. And if that sounds insane, that's because it is. So now, Nolan, Bailey, and Monica are together in Prague, 3 people who shouldn't be allies, 3 people who, until now, had conflicting missions, working side by side. Why? Because of Oscar Hutchinson? Oscar isn't just another recurring villain, he's a walking loophole, a criminal mastermind with international ties, the kind who escapes in helicopters and disappears across borders, the kind who doesn't just run, he plans. So what if he didn't just escape? What if he was extracted? What if someone, somewhere, wanted him free? A rogue agency? A government entity buried deep in secrecy? Or worse, a shadow faction embedded in law enforcement? And Prague, it isn't random, it's been used for decades by intelligence operations, espionage circles, and covert deals. It's a cinematic city, not just visually, but narratively, because behind the towers and the rivers, there are secrets. So now Nolan's there, and the camera is rolling. But what are they really filming? Because if the cast is in Prague, but the story is about LA, then either the story has changed, or the truth behind the show has gotten bigger than fiction itself. The Mid-Wilshire Division was never meant to leave Los Angeles. They are sworn in under LAPD, jurisdiction locked to a city, a county, and a legal boundary. But in Season 8, that boundary has shattered. Let's trace the trail. Jenna Dewan. A post that seems innocent, a photo of cobblestone streets, a quick selfie, some ancient architecture in the background. But freeze that frame. Zoom in. The badge on the uniform isn't LAPD. It's unmarked. The vehicle in the back isn't a squad car. It's military grade. In one clip, it shows the crew inside a dim, stone-walled room, the kind used in Cold War-era bunkers beneath Prague's city core. This isn't window dressing, it's a coded message, and here's where it gets deeper. Because Bridget Regan, Monica Stevens, is in those scenes too. Yes, the same Monica Stevens who manipulated courtrooms and negotiated an immunity deal that no LAPD officer should ever have agreed to. She's not just a supporting character anymore, she's embedded, and she's smiling. Why? Because Monica's not working with LAPD. She's working with something else, something far older, far more powerful, and far more dangerous. What if the Rookie Season 8 isn't about stopping Oscar? What if it's about unraveling a network? Oscar's escape may not be a loose thread, but a planned leak. designed to expose something bigger, something international, something that leads to Prague. Because Prague isn't just beautiful, it's historically used for one thing: secrecy. From Soviet intelligence hubs during the Cold War, to post-communist intelligence black sites, to current-day filming locations for stories that blur fiction and reality. Every director who shoots there knows it's a place to hide secrets in plain sight, and the Rookies crew, they're hiding something too. Not just from Oscar, not just from viewers, but from the LAPD itself. Because let's not forget, the Mid-Wilshire team is not federal, they can't run ops overseas, they have no legal right to arrest a man in Prague. So if they're there, they're either breaking protocol, or obeying orders that no one is allowed to talk about. Whose orders? You won't find them in the credits. You won't find them on the press release. But there's one thing we can trace. In Season 7, Matthew Garza, the man who usually keeps his cool, drops a bombshell. The LAPD has struck a deal. With Monica, they need her. They're being forced to trust her. Why? Because Oscar isn't acting alone. He's a symptom, not the disease. There's a network so powerful, so embedded in the legal system, that Monica is the only one who can thread it together without bringing down the department itself. So she cuts a deal, and suddenly, boom, we're in Prague. Coincidence? Or the final phase of an operation years in the making? The moment she's granted immunity, she becomes untouchable, but that also means she becomes dangerous, because now she can manipulate both sides, the legal system she once challenged, and the criminals she defended. And if she's in Prague, then she's chasing something, or protecting someone the LAPD alone can't handle. And the only one who can keep her in check? John Nolan. The series started with him, a man entering law enforcement in his 40s, breaking every expectation. Now he's the department's conscience, its most loyal voice, but even he is stepping into foreign territory, because now it's not about protocol, it's about survival. Oscar Hutchinson is unstable, but he's not stupid. He has a code. He escapes, yes, but he doesn't just run, he plans. Why would a man like him fly to Europe unless he knew something that would protect him, something that required him to be there? And here's where it gets truly terrifying. Oscar's escape was orchestrated too cleanly. No leaks, no sightings, just gone. And then, suddenly, the Rookie is filming in Europe. There's a word for that: cover-up. Oscar has something the others don't: information. And that makes him a target, not just for the LAPD, but for others with suits, others with badges that don't match any department we know. And they're in Prague too. You just haven't seen them yet. But Jenna Dewan's footage, some viewers spotted them in the background. Men in black jackets. No lines, no names, but always watching. Extras, crew, or hidden characters about to step into the light. This isn't about catching Oscar, it's about stopping a chain reaction, a conspiracy that stretches from LA to Europe, and Prague is just the beginning. Because if Nolan, Bailey, and Monica are there, then so is danger, and not just from criminals, but from secrets buried deep in the justice system, secrets that could tear the LAPD apart. And Season 8 is the detonator, because this season is doing something no other season has done. It's going global, but not just in geography, in stakes, in consequences, in truth, and for the first time, the characters we've trusted for 7 seasons may not even trust each other. If you're still watching, you already know this isn't just about a change of scenery. This isn't about tourism, production budgets, or adding flavor to the script. This is about a covert evolution of the show's purpose, a shift that may change the Rookie forever. Because filming in Prague was never random, it was never for aesthetics, it was a narrative weapon, deliberately used to tell a story that can't be told in LA. Because LA has rules, laws, jurisdiction. But in Prague, there are no rules, just shadows, and that's where the truth hides best. Let's go back to Jenna Dewan, the cast's most open, enthusiastic social media presence. At first glance, her behind-the-scenes posts seem innocent. Photos of stone stairways, alleys with iron lanterns, laughing selfies with Nathan Fillion. But there's a pattern. One shot, a street number blurred out, edited post-publish. Another, a location tag removed 2 hours after posting. And one short video, deleted within a day. Why? Because fans noticed something strange. In the background, behind the actors, a document on a wall, with a seal, one resembling the Department of Homeland Security. Why would the cast of a local LAPD drama be filming with US federal props in Europe? Unless that's the point. Because this season, the story is no longer about parking tickets and precinct drama, it's about an international operation. And someone slipped. Dewan's post wasn't just a glimpse behind the curtain, it was a leak. A digital breadcrumb revealing what ABC has tried to hide, that The Rookie Season 8 is actually a crossover with an unannounced federal agency story arc. Think about it. Why film overseas for 1 or 2 scenes? Why uproot production? Fly actors halfway across the world and rent locations in the heart of Central Europe? Unless this isn't just Season 8, it's a launch pad, a backdoor pilot, for a new series, one where the story shifts from LAPD to global ops, from rookie cops to undercover agents. A new unit, formed out of desperation, loyal to no department, operating in secrecy, with Nolan at its center. Think that's too far-fetched? Think again. In TV history, this tactic is used constantly. A few international episodes, a new threat, a new villain, then boom, spin-off. We've seen it with NCIS, FBI, International, and Chicago PD. It starts with a few episodes that don't fit, and then becomes its own show. And Prague is the perfect testing ground, because if this arc works, if fans react with suspense and speculation, ABC won't need to ask if people want more. They'll already have their answer. Here's where it gets disturbing. In all the behind-the-scenes footage, one thing stands out. Nolan isn't acting like Nolan. Gone is the goofy optimism. Gone is the wide-eyed rookie energy. Instead, he's cold, focused, surgical. What if Nolan is no longer just an officer? What if between season 7 and 8, he was recruited? By who? Not the LAPD, not even the FBI, but a shadow task force, the kind that erases files, the kind that handles threats across borders, threats no department wants to claim. What if Nolan is now operating outside the law? With permission? Because Oscar Hutchinson isn't just a fugitive, he's a key to a global syndicate, to a network of criminal activity hidden under the veil of legal immunity. And Nolan's job? To go undercover, deeper than ever before, even if it means becoming someone he swore he'd never be. Viewers are being tricked, distracted by scenery, wowed by European streets. But what they're not seeing is this. The Rookie is no longer a show about rookies. It's about transformation. It's about officers becoming soldiers, civilians becoming spies, and secrets becoming law. Season 8 will look like a normal season, at first, but behind every episode, behind every smile, behind every cobblestone shot, is a question no one is answering. What did Oscar know that was worth sending a whole team across the world to bury? And what will be the cost when those secrets are finally exposed? Because in this season, the lines aren't just blurred, they're erased. If you've made it this far, you now know more than 90% of the audience. You know that filming in Prague wasn't a fluke. You know there are deeper ties between Oscar, Monica, and the Mid-Wilshire crew. And you know that this season isn't just another cop show, it's a countdown to something big, something the network hasn't officially acknowledged, something hidden in Jenna Dewan's deleted clips, in the crew's distant stares, in Nolan's cold new demeanor. And when it finally airs, most viewers will just see drama, explosions, guns, but you'll see the truth. You'll remember this moment, and you'll recognize that behind the fiction was forbidden knowledge. The Rookie isn't just changing direction, it's revealing its true mission. And once that mission begins, there's no turning back.